We have escaped blazing hot temperatures of over 100 degrees so far, but that won't last.
And not for much longer, at least. RTC has been working to keep bus riders as cool as possible for the summer heat. Fox 5's Joe Vigil joins us now with a look. Joe?
Well, many of you know how hot it can feel when you stand in the sun for just a few minutes when it's 100 degrees, 110 outside, maybe higher. So we have told you how RTC did some interesting mapping a while back. More than 60 volunteers drove around and made 138,000 temperature and humidity readings to make this urban heat island map. RTC wanted to know the hottest areas of town. With that information, RTC then started putting up these bus stop shelters to keep riders as cool as possible in what certainly can be dangerous heat. Around 40 shelters have gone up so far, with about 60 more to follow. The majority of these shelters will be located in what's been identified as the hottest areas of the valley, spots where there's a lot of pavement and buildings, but not a lot of trees.
The hottest parts of the valley are largely concentrated in and around our urban core. So downtown Las Vegas, downtown North Las Vegas, the areas around the Strip, and then the east side as well. So East Las Vegas, a lot of the area east of Boulder Highway.
And the shelters are going up where there are no shade structures right now. They also have lighting and are all being built with a $4 million federal grant. Now back to you.